Well, hey, bitch. It's JamiThatsMe here. Listen, I'm here for us to have a little chat, okay? A quick chat at that. Well, hopefully it's quick. But anyway, we're going to be getting into a bit of basketball wise, right? We have to talk about Ming Lee and what she recently had to say about Miss Chantel, darling, after she went and had that sit down with Carlos King. We also got to talk about Evelyn Lozada having this chat with her daughter who recently had a child with the game. So we'll get into that. But we also got to talk about Cardi B and Raw Ali. So we getting a little bit of love in hip hop ATL, even though Cardi is so far removed from that show, honey. But the antics aren't. Hello. So we will be talking about that as well. So make sure you're coming into the video. You are liking, you are commenting, as well as subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what you ain't on. Go ahead and do that. All right. Let us go ahead and get into the first thing I want us to check out. All right. Shout out to Reality Entertainment as we check out this snippet from Ming's recent YouTube video where she talks about Chantel Christie. All right. Now, let me say this too before we get into this portion. A lot of people felt like Miss Chantel she was not accountable. All right. I was saying that I felt like she was being a bit accountable, and people was like, accountability where? And I think where she went wrong was, although she was trying to hold herself accountable for things, towards the end of the interview, she began to put a lot of it back onto Jackie. And I think that is what made a lot of people feel like she wasn't holding herself accountable for her own actions. But it is what it is. All right. That's just what the people are saying. But let's hear what Miss Ming had to say. Okay.
Episode said I take full accountability. And if nobody else will tell you, I'm going to tell you this. You didn't take no accountability. You owe us an apology because you knew, at some point, you knew what really happened and you knew what you told us had happened. At no point could I push my mom, hit my mom, and live to do an interview with Carlos King. The episode said I take.
All right. So that's Ming also responding to Chantel, because remember in Chantel's interview, she referenced Ming because Ming did come out, or at least Carlos, not apologize, but Carlos asked her about Ming because Ming came out and apologized to Jackie for pretty much being in their family business and wishing that she would have mind her own business. So Chantel was just saying like, well, you should be able to relate. You've also talked about how toxic your mother is. So you should be able to understand. And this is where Ming is coming out, calling her out like, girl, I couldn't do half of the things. Okay. My dynamic is a slight bit different than yours, and you really didn't hold yourself accountable. So I haven't dived into Ming's video yet. I may check it out, see what's going on over there. But that is what Ming had to say as a quick snippet. So should both of the ladies return for a another season, because I'm not sure how season or part B is going to work of this season, whether they filmed it already or what. But I see these two having issues, and Ming, just be prepared because Brittany Renner, the bestie, is going to be ready to have some exchange of words. Okay. So we shall see how this may play out. But y'all leave y'all thoughts down below and let me know whether you felt like Ming was in the right or if you feel like Ming is completely wrong. All right. There's that. Now I want us to check out Miss Evelyn Lozada. She and her daughter do have a podcast together. And I want us to just listen to what the ladies have to talk about as far as her daughter, Evelyn's daughter, Shanice, having a child with the game. And the game, his baby mama, was a good friend of Evelyn's. But let's just hear what's being said, honey. Let's check this out.
You guys were best friends. It wasn't my friend.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know where that.
I think it was. I think
That's a big one though, because I get that all the time.
It is. It's a huge, huge, huge misconception, and it's a rumor. And to be honest, we're not. We. I know about you and me too. I don't live in a space of I'm gonna sit up here and do this, and I'm just gonna like lie, or I'm not. Like, if it was the truth, then I would be like, you know what, it was the truth, and some things happen.
Evelyn, you're bothering me. You're really struggling to get your words out of your mouth. And the fact that you're struggling so much to get your words out of your mouth makes me feel like you are lying. You know what I'm saying? And I actually want to start this video back over because I feel like there was something that Shanice mentioned that I missed. Okay. So let's go right back into that.
You guys were best friends. It was
That part. That part. It sounds like you guys were best friends. Your daughter is giving her opinion from her view of being young and seeing how much you guys were together. So, and obviously, I would want to believe that you called her a best friend, which is why Shanice is repeating that. Now, It's understandable when some people are no longer best friends with a person anymore. If they're not as close as they used to be, then you try to disassociate a little bit. But it's like, girl, that's what y'all were at that time.
Wasn't my friend.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know where that. I don't
think
know.
it was. I think
That's a
people.
big one though, because I get that all the time.
It is. It's a huge.
Nobody ever said that she was your friend, Shanice. It was always your mom's best friend. And I see you're trying to differentiate the two. Like, she wasn't my friend, she was my mom's friend. Well, girl, that don't really make it look no better. You know what I'm saying? Because how much older is the game? And he got his own stuff. But girl, let me just okay.
Huge misconception, and it's a rumor. And to be honest, we're not. We. I know about you and me too. I don't live in a space of I'm gonna sit up here and do this, and I'm just gonna like lie, or I'm not. Like, if it was the truth, then I would be like, you know what, it was the truth, and some things happen. Cool, but it grew legs, arms, feet, ears, all of that, and it was such a viral thing. Like, I have comments where people are like, "Oh, how dare you? Your daughter had a baby with your best friend." And granted, like, I think she's an amazing woman and super cool, but we didn't share space like that. We don't have a relationship.
You guys were best friends. It wasn't.
Yeah, some about that is off. I feel like I want to hear from Tiffany. I want to hear how Tiffany feels about the situation. Tiffany may be unbothered potentially. But at the end of the day, congrats, I guess, girl. It doesn't make your situation any better when your mom carries on the way that she does on the show, prying into everybody else's business, but wouldn't pry enough into your business to prevent you from, uh, girl, I feel like that's really mean to say, but um, yeah, it's a terrible situation for you. Okay. Yeah, because of the charges and different things that he had going on with the woman that accused him of SA, and now he owes her so much money that he had to sell his house. And so, like, none of that is a good look. None of that is a good look. So I don't know what, how, when, where Shanice fell for the game, and if this was something that's been happening between them for a very long time and a lot of people didn't know. I don't know. But good luck. My main thing was more so your mama sitting up here trying to downplay the friendship that she had with that lady, knowing that they was besties like that. Okay. And she like, I mean, she's a cool woman. I think she's good, but we weren't like that. Like, girl, cut it out. All of it looks a mess. All of it looks a mess. Okay. Just looks a mess. But that's what they got going on, child. Good luck to them folks. Let's get on to this Ra Ali situation, because I'm trying to find out what all the hell was really going on between her and Cardi over there in the Paris or Canes, wherever, Cons, wherever they were.
I'm not sure if you even know of the history between Cardi B and I'm not sure if you even know.
Now, can you tell me the Cardi thing? Because I don't know.
Of course. So I'm going to tell the story backwards just so that
I can't wait to hear it.
Okay. So recently I went to Cannes for the Lions Festival.
Yep.
It was for work. A lot of people come into town, business people, entertainers, and it's a positive situation all around. So I'm leaving. I'm by myself, and I'm in the wheelchair.
Why are you in the
wheelchair? At the airport.
Oh,
so I didn't feel well.
You was also trying to get through security quick too.
That's what it sounded like. You was trying to get through damn security very quickly, ma'am.
I do it tomorrow. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do when you're behind. Let's go.
So I'm not feeling that good. I really genuinely had a cold. I did a virtual appointment with a doctor, and got a Z-Pack.
Oh wow.
Oh,
okay.
it was serious.
I wasn't feeling that good.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm going through security. I'm sitting there and being pushed, and I look ahead of me, and there's no one else there, just Cardi.
Oh, so this is recently.
This is the other day.
Yeah, because I talked to you before you told me you was going to Cannes. Oh, this is okay, cool, okay.
This is me leaving from
France.
Cannes. Yep. So,
well, that's ironic.
Oh, I see her ahead of me, and
what are you thinking? If you don't mind me asking, what are you thinking?
I can't even say what I was thinking. I think more. I'm not sure if you even know of the history between
In the line, I'm getting.
Wait.
Cardi.
Wait. Let me see if there's any more, because I'm like, huh? I thought there was more to the story. Let me see if this may be a longer clip. I'm not sure.
Look ahead of me, and There's no one else there, just Cardi.
Oh, so this is recently.
This is the other day. I took my phone
Just in
out, I
case.
pressed record, and so now, once she informs him that I'm there, it's in 5, 4, 3, 2, showtime.
BITCH, not Showtime. Not Showtime in 3, 2, 1 is Showtime. So it appears that these two ladies got into it recently when they were out in, I guess, Paris or something like that. Obviously, Rashida is saying that she was driving. I mean, she was in the wheelchair, not feeling good. Cardi ends up seeing her. Cardi wanted a lick back or something. So I want to hear what Cardi has to say about this. So let's get that up.
It is what it is. We're about to fight right now because she looking at me like she wanted. So that's when I start arguing with her, and like I start arguing with her, and she's just telling me like, you need to grow up, like be for real, grow up. So that's when I threw a JBL speaker on her head, and she said, "You feel better about yourself." And then she's acting like now she's gonna fight, like, but she wasn't being like aggressive. She was like, "Oh, okay, now," because I guess she was sick. I don't know what was wrong with her. So then I guess my security is like, like now he in between both of us, because now the police is really coming. Like they're really rushing to the part of the airport. And she was saying, "You feel good now? Like you good? That's what you wanted?" And I kept saying, "Yeah, that's what I wanted. Of course I'm gonna get my lick back." And you know that I'm not lying because she practically saying it herself. I don't know why you said that I was throwing a shoe. And why you not saying that you got hit in the head with your whatever? But you know what? Whatever. At the end of the day, you know I'm not. It is what it is. We're about to fight right now because she looking at me like she wanted. I'm not lying because even herself said, "You thought I was gonna get my leg back." I wouldn't have said that if it was just me arguing with her. I wouldn't have said that if a shoe went flying somewhere. You know, I said you got. I said I got my leg back. You because you got hit, and you know what? I'm good. I wish we could have like fight and like yeah, you're right. I wish we could have fight to the end because I need to. I need to die knowing. I need to die knowing that I don't give a fuck how old we are. But at the end of the day, that was good enough for me. Like that was good enough for me. I honestly cannot believe that you came online and talk about that because that's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of embarrassing, but you know what? I guess it's good traction, good story. It is what it is though. And I'm glad. And you know what? Now that I got my leg back and you hear me and I hear you, I line because even herself said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is true. Like we are older, we are mothers. You're in your 40s, I'm in my 30s.
No,
But I wasn't
Cardi.
gonna let you go back and report to your boss and say that I ain't do shit. Cause I never been pussy. One thing about me, I know I'm very small. I'd rather get beat up 30 million times than a bitch ever say that I'm pussy. I'm never pussy. I don't give a fuck how much bigger than you are than me. Fuck it. You know what
Cardi,
I'm
baby, you tripping.
saying?
Okay.
Like it is true. Like we are older.
Baby, you is tripping. Girl, you is tripping. Okay. I would have let that lady have it. She already sticking down and out. But Cardi did tell the people a long time ago, we're gonna be forever. You have roles. First of all, I feel like your success is the get back. Right? So it's really no point and taking it there, but some people operate like that. I think that you're just at a different place. Like you're not just a reality star anymore. You're a superstar at this point, whether people like it, want to accept it, not accept it, whatever. And I just don't think it was necessary, But I also feel like Cardi was never going to talk about this had she not talked about it. So I have been seeing a lot of people saying that they felt as though Cardi was referencing Lick Back from when they had the whole, I guess it was the Met Gala or a fashion show or something that took place when Cardi got into it with Nicki Minaj, right? She left out with a knot on her head. A lot of people said that it was security, or maybe Cardi said it was security. Nicki Minaj came out a year or months later saying that Raw Ali put that knot on her head. To this day, I honestly don't know who the hell telling the truth. Because just because Raw tried to fight Cardi that night doesn't mean she necessarily put the damn knot on her head. Okay. That could have resulted in security trying to break them up. And she actually did get that damn knot from security. And then it could be that no, Raw Ali really did put that knot on her head. I really don't damn know what's what. But obviously, there was some type of action taken to where Raw Ali tried to fight or hit Cardi or whatever it was, and Cardi felt like she needed to get a lick back. But I don't know if that's related directly to that event or not. But there is more audio from Cardi that I want to check out to see exactly what it is that she's talking about. So let us hop over here and get right on back into it.
Cardi lied in 2018. I never lied. And I'm going to tell you what was always been the lie. First of all, for plenty years, just like there was a lie that I sent men to attack women, that was one lie that was made against me before.
Mm.
Another lie was that I approached somebody in an aggressive way. When I approach somebody to talk to them, just like I talked to them previously before, 3 different times, 3 different occasions, right?
These are comments that I think be dumb as fuck in my personal. Like this comment here, she want Nikki to say something so bad. Nikki's so funny for ignoring her. Is she funny for ignoring her? Because Nikki, number one, has been adding people that ain't got shit to do with nothing and been going at it, okay, all night with Dez Bryant. Like just popping out saying shit, right? But I never mentioned Beyonce name. But aside from that, she really need that kind of engagement for this album. Why would Cardi need the engagement for this album when honestly her adding them 2 or 3 tracks from the album finna be that girl, period. Okay, just based off those tracks, which had a lot of y'all sick anyway. But aside from that, she didn't even bring it up. Ra Ali is telling her own story. So obviously, it is giving a little bit of Ra. Do you just really like Cardi that you start recording and stuff like? Do you want to be her friend also in the sense like, like, do you feel better that you hit me? Yada, yada. Like, do you really? Because sometimes it be BITs that dislike you so much they want to be your friend. And I'm wondering, do you bitches really want to be friends with each other? Honestly. But again, Rob brought it up. Cardi didn't bring it up. She ain't talking. Like, now you bringing it up. You telling the story. You ain't even telling the whole story. So now, yeah, I'm finna come out. I'm finna talk about it because it involves me. So let me share my points. Let me share what I got to say. But to say she doing this to sell an album that's gonna sell and already selling, yikes. And then all of the collectibles or whatever she's putting out there for people to purchase being sold out, like, yeah, y'all just be mad at her fan base because y'all be wanting this lady to lose so much and she just been winning. So I don't know what to tell y'all. Okay. But yikey dikey, let's keep going.
And I was never aggressive.
Now, Cardi,
Their
you was
security
aggressive.
pinned me down and I got hit. For people to be like, oh, so this person was.
So did security hit you or not? Okay, so it's given that security held you down and then you got hit. So it sounds to me that Rod did put the knot on your head. And don't say that you weren't aggressive. When you were, you threw a damn shoe at the
telling
lady.
the truth. No, because I never got hit in my head 15, 20 times. I got hit one time and I got pinned down from the beginning to the end. From security that was not my security or it was the event security. Second of all, the fact that Cardi lied in 2018, I never lied. I'm still talking about this in 2018, something that happened in 2018. It's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I have to disagree, Cardi. For you to say that it's kind of ridiculous for her to talk about it, but you were still willing to fight about it, that's not, I can't agree with that.
This shit have even.
Y'all, like y'all said, y'all both too old. Like at the end of the day, it's so many years ago. You have reached so much more success. Like, come on, child. You couldn't pay me to go back to that mindset that I was 5 years ago if I had that many millions on me. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck about none of you hoes, okay? You bitches would be starving because I wouldn't be giving you too much of shit to talk about, okay? Understand? Okay, only time you'll be talking about me is when I'm winning. Like, what the fuck is you saying? Like, girl, I won't be off the grid, boo.
Left my mind, they have left my body, it have left my soul. So many stuff have happened in my life. I don't care about that shit. Also, that I'm still talking about this in 2018, something that happened in 2018 is kind of ridiculous. Airport event happened a month ago. It happened a month ago. Y'all wouldn't have known about it if somebody else was so internet. And this is why I'm glad that I took the actions that I took that day. Because if you notice, right, I was being filmed before I saw the person. So you saw me before I even saw you, and you decided to get on a wheelchair and act sick. So for 5 years,
Oh, wow.
6 years, 2 women, including
That do sound believable, child. You saw me and you over there talking about you weren't feeling good and shit, but you hopped your ass in that wheelchair so you can get rushed through the airport fast so you ain't have to interact with me. Oh, okay, well.
You have been trolling me talking about Muhammad Ali, like you this big bad wolf. And then when I finally see you in person and you don't have security and you don't have somebody putting the gas behind you, you act like you in a wheelchair and you're sick and shit like that. I would understand you was throwing up upon yourself, but you wasn't. You thought I was gonna feel bad for you because I saw you in a wheelchair. Girl, please be for real.
I'm hollering.
Second, third, you want to act like I'm airport event happened a month ago. It happened a month ago.
And Cardi hasn't said anything about it, but she needs stuff for album sales. Meanwhile, Raw was the one to bring it to the front. And let's add, right? She's using that particular sector, that particular portion to actually promote her website, podcast, whatever she's doing. But Cardi is the one that needs to have this conversation for her album. Okay, well, all that, I mean, whatever happens, hey, she asked y'all, am I the drama? All they doing is adding to it. But keep in mind, the clip we just watched not too long ago on Live Bites, it cut off and it did a promotion for y'all to go to their website, though. Girl, good night. Good night.
Y'all wouldn't have known about it if somebody else was so internet. And this is why I'm glad that I took the actions that I took that day, because if you notice, right, I was being filmed before I saw the person lying about what happened in the airport. But I'm being so for real. I put that in Jesus Christ's name. No crosses count. One of my kids could die if I'm lying.
Wait a minute, BITCH. I could never say that. One of my kids would wear it. Now, girl, I don't need you to believe me that bad, bitch. Especially when I can put all that on all the people I love and you still gonna believe what you want to believe. Anyway, I am not here to dispel whatever the fuck you already think. Continue to think it, okay? Y'all don't live with me on a regular basis. I mean, like, as a Cardi B, like, for sure, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you not in my life like that. You get your facts about me from staying Twitter, bitch. You could never tell me anything. Like, are we okay? Like, no, ma'am. That's insane to me. That's insane. Like, I could never put it on my child. I could just never. I put it on my. No, ma'am. No, I put it on you raggedy assholes. Okay, God strike one of you bitches down. Okay, one of y'all clap the hell up out of here. Okay, period. Like, what?
I'll put my kids on it if I'm lying.
Don't put the kids on it.
What I say out my mouth is for real.
Don't do that.
And you know it. You gotta know
Don't do that.
that I got my lick back. Lying about what happened.
Oh, you gotta know that I got my lick back. Like, that's crazy. Well, let's go lick for lick, honey. Now let's go lick for lick, and that is exactly what happened. Okay, according to Cardi, she got held down and then she got hit once. Okay, and it looks like that knot, that, because that's how it's looking to me. The knot that was on your head after hearing what you said did come from Raw. All right. Now, you done got a knot upside your head because Cardi done sat up there and hit your ass with a JBL speaker or whatever, and you just decided to come out with yours after the damn knot went down. Like, I just can't. I just want everybody to grow up in 2025. Okay? Today, not tomorrow. I just want everybody to grow the hell up. Okay? All right, Cardi, this wouldn't have even been a story had you not even approached that lady and just let her ride off into the sunset. Okay? You ain't always got to be the big bad wolf every time. You do not always have to get your lick back. Sometimes, life is gonna get that lick back for you. You don't have to do it, all right? But either way, child, good luck, okay? Grow up. Just a little piece. That's all that I got. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand on my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cash died at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like agents. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M.